Good evening and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League, brought to you on Sporty Stuff TV. Tonight, over the next 3 hours or so, we'll have the start of Group B. However, as always, we've already had Group A completed, which started on Monday morning at 9:30 AM. That was played over 3 days, and the winner coming through that group was Connor Scutt, who was very, very impressive, dropping just 4 matches over the 3 days, picking up 22 points and a leg difference of 21, which was far superior to every other player. Martin Thomas and Mike Warburton finished in second and third. They will be taking their places in tonight's group. I mentioned for Mike Warburton yesterday, at the highest average of the week so far, an incredible 115.62 in a 4-0 win over the winner in Group A, Connor Scutt. That was one of the 4 games he lost, no shock there. Carl Wilkinson, Richard North and Aaron Turner, they all return today for the start of Group C, which started this morning, bright and early, 9:30 AM, and Carl Wilkinson nearly completed the 5 out of 5, losing his final match of the day to Richard North 4-2, but winning 4 out of 5 was good enough to top the group, as you can see, on 8 points plus 5 leg difference. But Tony Newell at one stage today was averaging 80% on doubles going into his final match. He ended up with a 60% strike rate on the doubles, 18 from 30 attempts. He's in second spot. A very impressive performance today, has to be said, from Graham Usher, who's just 1 leg difference behind on +4. Also on 6 points is debutant Daryl Pilgrim. Richard North picked up 2 wins, and unfortunately Aaron Turner didn't pick up a win today, losing 5 out of 5. So Group B, as I said, is going to be made up from Mike Warburton and Martin Thomas. Also in action is Champions Week winner from Champions Week 3, Jim Williams. He's up against Matthew Dennan, Mike Warburton and Martin Thomas. And our 5th player is Rob Collins, who's also made it to a finals of Champions Week. So out of the 5 players, the top 3 will join Connor Scutt on Saturday night's final. Also, a new addition now is £5,000 in prize money every Saturday evening. And of course, the 3 winners from each week over the next 4 weeks will compete in Week 5's Champions Week, where the winner walks away with a cool £6,000. Okay, no further ado, let's get on with the action, and it is Jim Williams up against Matthew Dennan in our opening match. Here is Matthew Dennan. A few appearances now in the Online Darts Live League. Apologies for that. We're back. Yes, here's Matthew Dennant from the West Midlands. Matthew has played 74 matches in the Live League in total, winning 38, losing 36. So a fairly healthy strike rate of over 50%. Jim Williams has played 26, won 17 and lost just 9. Equally as impressive. This is a tough group to call. Jim Williams, the 4-7 favourite to win this match. Matthew Dennan quoted at 5-4. A very, very experienced player now, of course, in Jim Williams. And also just topped the Challenge Tour Order of Merit. So has secured a tour card on the main PDC Pro Tour, which he will start next year. As it is, still is very much classed as an amateur, hence why he's involved in the live league.
Okay, first leg, it's Jim to throw first. Game on.
Was a tour card holder. Unfortunately, didn't retain it.
$96. $134. $61. $59.
I was watching Matthew Dennan warm up for this evening action, and he looked in fine form.
100.
Was finding the red bit with frightening regularity.
$60.
Jim Williams, of course, the BDO World Trophy champion back in 2019, a former World Cup champion
120.
in 2015, and the men's team winner in 2019.
134. Jimmy require 124.
Picked up 3 Challenge Tour titles. Treble 18 would have left the ball. 86 remaining, so should stay there. Treble 18 leaves 32.
56. Now you require 114.
Tops for a breaker throw.
Game show on the first leg.
That is
Matt
a
Dennan.
breaker throw, a 15 darter, and our first ton plus checkout of the night goes to Matthew Dennan. I did say, looked in fine fettle, started this one well, 1-0.
Second leg, it's Matt to throw first. Game on.
Jim Williams had a very good career within the
96.
BDO system, winning the Antwerp Open on a couple of occasions. Also the International Open champion, England Open champion, Northern Ireland Open champion, Scottish Open champion,
180.
amongst many others. Also a Gold Cup champion in 2019.
99.
Very famous old tournament. Jim Williams gives us our first max of the night.
$100.
Certainly a player who tends to be a little sedate out of the blocks, but gets better as the session goes on. Doesn't look in bad form early here. Here's a breaker throw down, but another treble here will put him in a great position to break straight back.
135. Matt, you require 167.
We've seen one of these today.
$99. Jimmy, you require 86.
Tony Newell. We've seen quite a few ton plus finishes in Group C. He wants the ball for a 12 dart breaker throw.
61. Matt, you
Very,
require
very good
68.
effort. Yeah, finishes today of 138, 167, 116, 112, 104.
52. Jimmy
Dart
required 25.
to hold. Jim Williams in a good spot to break straight back. 2 darts at double 8.
Game show on the
Only
second
needs
leg.
the one.
Jim Williams.
Well, this one has got off to a great start. A 15 dart breaker throw in leg 1 for Matthew Dennan, backed up with a 14 dart break back and a 180 from Jim Williams in leg 2.
Jim to throw first.
Back on throw.
Game on. $60.
Already had a 170
$100.
check out this week from Carl Wilkinson and a 10 darter from him. And of course that wonderful 115 average from Mike Warburton.
60.
He's up next against fellow Welshman Martin Thomas.
$55.
He has a wonderful strike rate or win ratio in the live league. He's played 61 matches in the live league. 142, lost just 19, 68.85% win ratio.
58.
Highest of anybody in action this week.
96.
Jim Williams, 73 points adrift, minus these on his own throw. Matthew Dennan threatening to give us a third break of throw.
59.
And now has the darts.
$140. $180. Matt, your coin. 110.
Outstanding from Jim Williams. Double 16.
94.
For his second tumblers
Jim, you
finish and
require
our third break
84.
of throw. He attacked the double, that's for sure. That was a woeful opening dart from Jim Williams. He will be fuming
68.
to not
Matt, your
even
record 60.
get a dart at the ball off of 84.
Game show on the third leg.
Well, he left
Matt
it late,
Dennan.
but he found the double 8 for an 18 dart break of throw, and he moves back in front for the second time, leading 2-1. Can he hold throw in leg 4?
Fourth leg, it's Matt to throw first. Game on. $180.
That's the way to kick off a leg with the darts. A max. That's the third of the match. Matthew Dennant's first. These two never met
100.
previously, either in the live league or on the challenge tour, which I'm quite surprised about.
42. $140. $96.
Very impressive start from both this evening. Both players averaging in the mid-90s and climbing.
100. $132. Jim, you require 161.
Needed the treble 20 to start the combination on that shot.
65. Matt, you require
Goes to the
51.
ball to leave a 2-darter. Matt Dennan on a 2-darter, wants double 16 for our first hold of throw.
Game show on the fourth
and
leg.
finds it
Matt Dennan.
with a very, very solid leg. A 15 dart hold to throw, and the first of this match, and a 180 en route. Jim Williams with it all to do.
Fifth leg, it's Jim to throw first. Game on. $140. $180.
Two apiece in that column. I did live in the West Midlands.
100.
Do a fairly large amount of practice with Matthew Dennan when his career was just
96.
starting. Very talented player, as we are seeing, averaging 99 now.
41.
Is that the beginning of the end?
$44.
May have got away with that mistake there, Jim Williams. Needs at least one big treble. Doesn't get it.
32.
So Matthew Dennan has two visits to get rid of this 181 for a 4-1 win. And makes the perfect start to his
99.
campaign.
$95. Matt, you require 82.
17 will leave tops. Tops one match dart.
62. Jim, you require 93.
Single 18 leaves the ball. That's why they go that way.
$49. Matt, you require 20.
So three in hand. Was that going to be a friend or a foe? Double 5.
10.
So 4 match
Jim, you
darts
require
for
44.
Matt Dennan. I don't expect Jim to miss this. And he
Game show on the
doesn't.
fifth leg. Jim Williams.
Dodged a bullet there. 4 match darts for Matthew Dennan, but he does have the darts in leg 6. Can he serve it out?
Sixth leg, it's Matt to throw first. Game on. $174.
Didn't like the lie on dart 1. Ran for cover with success, picking off the 2 treble 19s. Still, of course,
97.
9 dart finish on.
$81. $123. $100.
Just about enough, you'd feel, all barring a max from Williams. Needs another treble to leave a finish.
99. Matt, you require
Again.
146.
Matt Dennan in a position with 6 darts in hand. 70 remaining. Leaves 58, that's okay. He will get another 2 match darts. Bit of a flyer from Jim.
45. Matt, you require
And
58.
little to no pressure now on the 58. Should close this one out. Just composes, resets.
38.
Misses again. 7
Jim, you
match
require
darts.
137.
Very, very close to the treble. He's going to leave tops.
97.
So,
Matt, you require 20.
an 8th match dart. Now a 9th.
Game shot and the match.
Gets there
Matt
in the
Dennan.
end with a very, very good performance. All but the doubling in the end. Just 4 from 16, 25%, but still ends up with an average of 91.22. That just shows you the scoring power of Dennant in that one. Right, we're going to be straight back with an all-Welsh clash as Mike Warburton takes on Martin Thomas. Good evening and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League, brought to you on Sporty Stuff TV. Up next, match number 2 of 10 we're going to bring you tonight in Group B, and it's an all-Welsh clash. Mike Warburton up against Martin Thomas. Warby, a former World Masters semi-finalist. Pretty sure that was the year that John O'Shea won it. There's Martin Thomas from Aberystwyth.
Okay, first leg, it's Mike to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, Warby really did have a fabulous day. As well as that 115.62 average I mentioned, he also had a 103.66 average in a 4-0 win over Richard North. Also had a 92.38.
60.
His average for the day was 92.47. As I said, the impressive Connor Scutt, he averaged 93.54 over his 15 matches, and we're on a 9 in leg 1 of this one.
100. Mike require 141.
Go on, Warby. He did the treble 19 for 2 12s. What a start this is.
89.
He's continuing where he left off on Wednesday.
$100. Mike, you require 52.
It was a late surge on Wednesday for Warby, winning 4 of his 5 matches to secure his place in this group.
Mike Warburton.
That is some start. A 11 dart holder throw with back-to-back 180s, 7 perfect darts from Mike Warburton, and he takes a 1-0 lead.
Second leg, it's Martin to throw first. Game on. $59.
Fourth meeting, of course, between these two this week. An absolute fire here.
100.
In the zone.
$100.
On Monday, Martin Thomas got the better of Warby in a real close one, 4-3. Warby had the higher average in that one. Averaged nearly 90.
60.
Revenge for Warby on Tuesday in a real scrappy one, winning 4-0 with a 77 average. And then Martin Thomas did the double, winning 4-1 on Wednesday with a very impressive 97.32 and 80% on the doubles, and a high finish of 136. The only leg Warby won, he took out 125.
57.
Interesting listening to Paul Nicholson. His reference to Warby. We have seen some massive averages from him
58.
during his time playing in the live leagues. He has been pretty much an ever-present. He was part of it when we initially started it from home. He's actually played 124 matches, 170, lost 54.
85. Mike, you require 144.
We have seen him put in those big 110 plus averages before. Wow, double 12.
Game shot on the second leg.
What a
Mike
start
Warburton.
this is. A 144 checkout for a 15 dart break of throw in leg 2.
Third leg, it's Mike to throw first.
The talent of Warby is evident. The numbers we've seen him hit back that up.
60.
And ironically, he's currently averaging 115.62, which is his highest average of the week and his highest average
180.
in his appearances in the live league, as Martin Thomas joins in with the 180s, his first of the match.
80.
That's unlucky. One on the floor. Thomas, 40 points in front, plus these. I thought he was going to join in with the back-to-back 180 action. Not a bad second prize, 125 down to 196 after 6.
$140.
I mean, everything is there with Warby. The throw is beautiful. A lovely tempo.
140.
Like Paul, it must be a... Well, he was making reference that it must be a psychological thing, because it's certainly not an ability problem, because he's got it in abundance.
100. Martin, you require 56.
Maybe just a belief thing. This is for a 12 dart breaker throw.
16.
Well, the mood Warby's in.
Require 121.
This may go. Trouble 17 for the ball.
97. Martin, you require 40. $30.
Well, 3 darts in
Mike,
hand.
you require 24.
24 for a 3-0 lead. This will be a big win for Warby, because Thomas
Game
will
on the
take
third
points
leg.
off players over the next
Mike Warburton.
couple of evenings, and it is a 16 dart hold. He does take a 3-0 lead. Martin Thomas with it all to do.
Fourth leg, it's Martin to throw first. Game on. $95.
3 out of 3 on the doubles for Warby. 100%, an average of 107.36. Winning legs of 11, 15 and 16. 2 180s,
134.
3 140s, and that 144 checkout in leg 2.
120.
Match number 2 of 10. We're bringing you for your enjoyment this evening on Sporty Stuff
100.
TV. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome along. You're watching us on the
140.
YouTube channel for the first time. Please subscribe. Give us a thumbs up.
$59.
Busy weekend of
Martin, you
darting
require
action, of course.
146.
The Euro Tour starts tomorrow, midday. I will be bringing you all the results from that while we're on air until around about 1:30.
58.
And that continues over Saturday and Sunday. We've got the PDC Women's Series. 6 events over 2 days. They're in Milton Keynes. All the top ladies in
41.
action.
Martin, you require 88.
It's on pdc.tv, of course. They'll be streaming one board from that.
Game
Oh,
shot on the
brilliant
fourth leg.
From Martin
Martin
Thomas.
Thomas.
Maybe just a consolation leg, as he ironically raises his hands as he picks up his first leg. But Mike Warburton has the darts in leg 5.
Fifth leg, it's Mike to throw first. Game on.
It's actually a 15 darter with that 88 checkout. But only a hold.
100. 58. $137.
So the Ryder Cup starts tomorrow, and the boxing Saturday night, of course. If you're a sports fan,
180.
what a weekend. We will be bringing you all the action
121.
from this week one of Phase 5. Of course, back on Sporty Stuff TV tomorrow night at 10 o'clock, and finals night at the same time
100.
on Saturday night.
Mike, you require 143.
Two 180s apiece in this one.
93.
Just misses the treble 13 to leave 24, but he will be back. No finish for Thomas. 163 is a bogey number.
65.
So
Mike, you require
to finish
50.
off a very impressive performance, Warby wants 50. There's the 18, double 16 for a 14 dart hold.
Game shot and the match.
Ends up getting it in
Mike
15
Warburton.
and winning legs from Warburton of 11, 15, 16 and 15 all equates to 101.65 average. And look at those doubling stats. Apart from that lovely 144 checkout, 4 out of 5, 80% on the doubles. The perfect start for Mike Warburton. Okay, up next, it's Rob Collins against Jim Williams. Good evening and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League. This is match number 3 of Group B, and Rob Collins is up against Jim Williams. What a start to the night we've had so far. Matthew Dennan beating Jim Williams 4-2 in the opening match. He had 4 180s and a 174 in that one. And then we've just seen a very impressive Mike Warburton defeat Martin Thomas with an average of 101.65. There was 4 180s in that one and a 144 checkout from Mike Warburton in leg 2.
Game on.
Rob Collins, a Challenge Tour winner in 2020. Steel erector from
100.
Bognor Regis in West Sussex.
$100. 100.
He's played in a couple of UK Opens and some Players' Championship events as well.
96. 180.
What a night we're having so far. The team here at the Online Darts Live League took a look at this group, and we were all in agreement it was going to be a bit tasty. But this is some start. Treble 18 for 32.
89.
Perfect from Rob Collins there. 32 after just 12 darts thrown.
$100. Rob, you require 32.
Big adjustment on the side of the board.
28. Jim, you require 148.
That's unfortunate. Needed the treble stand 20, of course, to start. May well have stayed there. 120 would have left double 14. But he still left himself a bit to do.
38. Rob, you require 4. Game shot on the first leg. Rob Collins
gives the board an old-fashioned stare there, but it is a 17-dart hold of throw from the man from West Sussex.
Second leg, it's Jim to throw first. Game on.
Jim on the back foot early. And Rob Collins has played 74 matches in the live league. 133, lost 41. Has a high of 104.22. He's at 67 180s.
100.
Super strike rate.
$81. 140.
Lovely adjustment from Rob Collins on darts 2 and 3. Normally, Rob finds himself working quite late.
85.
Works up and down the country, travels a lot, and usually comes straight from work and grabs a shower and he's straight here. Today, he's actually had a few hours to prepare.
180.
This is the result. He is playing wonderfully. 81 after 9 this time, 32 after 12 in leg 1. He is showing his scoring prowess.
60. Robbie require 81.
62. He's going to go treble 12 for double 13.
55.
Just had one of those moments
Jimmy
there. He
require
certainly
150.
knew what he had left, but it can happen. 12 would have left the ball. The treble 12 left double 13, which he will come back to.
That leaves you 86. $82. Robbie require 26.
5 for double 4. Or 1 for
14.
double 6.
Jimmy
Double
require
trouble.
68.
He's let Jim back in.
Game shot on the second leg. Jim Williams.
Just got to not allow himself to be annoyed by that, but that's definitely one that's got away in complete control of the leg all the way until Jim Williams took out the 68, 1-1.
Game on.
Just 1 from 8 on the doubles for Rob Collins, and he's left 32 after 12 and 81 after 9. And only won one of the legs, and hit a 180 in each of those legs.
$100. 60. 60.
All of the players in action tonight have high live league averages, well in
59.
excess of 100.
$100.
60 in front, Jim on the Collins throw.
41.
Almost can sense he's still dwelling on that leg 2. Can't get angry, just got to get
60.
even.
$140.
If he gets his throw broke here, that would just add to the frustration. May go ball.
43.
Did go ball.
Robbie
Long way
require
off.
120.
Treble 20 for tops. Again, beautiful adjustment.
80.
But again, can't
Jimmy
find
require 138.
the outside doubles. Treble 18. He decided to stay there. He liked the lie. His eye line into that treble, of course,
80.
a little
Robbie
different to what we
require
can see.
40. Game shot on the third leg. Rob Collins.
Got there eventually with the double 5 to avoid the frustration of finding himself 2-1 down. He's 2-1 up. We're on throw.
Fourth leg, it's Jim to throw first. Game on. $140. 140. 140. 60.
So a bit of breathing space this time for Jim Williams. 80 in front plus these. It's a must-win leg, of course. A breaker throw here for Jim would be a disaster because Collins would have the darts to serve it out for a 4-1 win. Back-to-back 140s in a ton, down to 121 after 9.
97. Jim, you require 121.
There's a few options. Could be 25 for 36. Could be treble 7 for tops. Could be 45 for double 8. It was the latter.
89. 44. Jim, you require 32. Game show on the 4 flag. Jim Williams.
Very tidy from Jim as he finds the double in 1 to level things up at 2-2.
Fifth leg, it's
Dennant
Rob to throw
against
first.
Mike Warburton up next. Dennant, the 8-11 favourite. And despite that ton plus average from Warby,
60.
he can be had at even money.
$92.
Wasn't punished as severely as it could have been, that 60 from Collins. It needs a couple of trebles here.
140.
And finds them.
140. 81.
Big last start from Collins. He'll stay there. Well, I think he's second guessed himself here.
86.
That was the right shot. Going for the 19s first, of
60.
course, on 269. He's actually looking to score 102, of course, to leave 167.
59. Robbie require 160. 60. Jim, you require 124.
Again, a bit of a loose one, denying him the opportunity.
84.
Take out the 1-2-4,
Robbie
leaves
require
tops,
100.
ton for Collins, treble 20 and tops. Look out for the tops. Oh, just needs one of them.
Game show
And gets one of them. That's more
Rob
like
Collins.
the clinical finishing he needs. Found the treble 20 beautifully with dart 1 and slots it in tops for 100 out. And a 17 dart hold. 5 consecutive holds to throw. Rob Collins is now 1 away from picking up his first 2 points at the earliest opportunity. Jim Williams is trying to avoid back-to-back defeats.
93.
Jim Williams was our
100.
Phase 3 Champions Week winner, defeating Fallon Sherrick in the final 4-2. Both players
84.
averaged in the mid-90s. It was a terrific final. You may have heard of Fallon Sherrick. Recently, of course, made
95.
the final of the Nordic Masters, being edged out by Michael van Gerwen, who picked up his first title in just over 10 months.
78.
Oh, this is much better from Jim.
Leads
32 after 12. So we are going to be going all the way to a 7th and deciding leg. And it will be Rob Collins with the advantage of having the throw.
Game shot on the 6th flag. Jim Williams.
It's a 14 darter, winning legs in this match for Jim Williams, 18, 13 and 14. Very, very tidy indeed.
7th and final leg, it's Rob to throw first. Game
Collins, 17, 21 and 17.
59.
Now he's in a spot of trouble.
$96.
He's never quite recovered
45.
from missing doubles in leg 2. I just feel like he's been battling his own demons.
121.
Jim Williams has just been going about his business, averaging over 90. Jim
100.
averaged 88.91 in his opening match. Now has the darts in this decider. A treble will consolidate that.
100.
And he finds one. Can't leave a finish now.
42.
And he has had a disastrous deciding leg. Just the one treble so far in the scoring phase of this leg.
60.
Still an opportunity. Needs 2 big trebles minimum. He'd love to fill it, and look at the room.
140. Jim, you require 124.
So we've had 6 holds of throw. Is the 7th going to be a break? Well, Rob Collins
92.
has the opportunity
require
here.
150.
It's a big ask. 115 for the match. Ton left.
75.
He's
Jim,
left
you
tops.
require 32.
It's in your hands, Jim. 3 clear darts at 32.
16.
Wow. All 3 darts.
Rob, you require 40.
So close to the target. But it's
Game
Rob
shot and the
Collins
match.
who
Rob
finds
Collins.
tops in a topsy-turvy game. 7 legs, 7 holds to throw somehow. I'm not quite sure how, but an average of 83.52 for Collins, 88.73 for Jim Williams, but 10 darts missed it a double there for Rob Crullins, but he does prevail and picks up his first 2 points as Jim Williams picks up his second defeat. Right, up next, Matt Dennan against Mike Warburton. Good evening and welcome back to Sporty Stuff TV. This is the Online Darts Live League and match number 4 in Group B, and it's Matt Dennan up against Mike Warburton. These two have had some crackers in the past. They played in July of this year in a Group B clash on the Thursday and Friday evening, and they were both real high quality matches. On the Thursday, Warby won 4-3 with a 96.67 with a high finish of 1-3-4. Dennant in defeat averaged 95.23, 2 180s, 50% on doubles and a high finish of 1-2-1.
100.
The following night it was even better, but the same scoreline, 4-3 in favour of Warburton. This time he averaged 102.88, and Matt Dennan in defeat 100.03. Again, 50% on his doubles, and it wasn't enough. So is it going to be repeat or revenge?
91.
And of course, someone's O's got to go in this one. Both players undefeated thus far in this evening's matches. 1 from 1.
140.
I certainly raised an eyebrow when I seen the even money about Warby in the form he's in, and then you look at their previous.
100.
The bookies very rarely get it wrong, and even when they're wrong,
96.
they somehow end up getting it right. So I say they have Bentleys, and I've got a BMX.
96.
Matt Dennan took out 114, of course, in the opening leg of this evening.
81.
Brave throw against Jim Williams. It was in 15 darts. Double 18.
Game shot in the first leg.
A little bit of darting deja vu there for Matthew Dennan. However, he did go a different way on the 114. He went 20 treble 18 double top. This time, treble 20 18 double 18.
Game on.
Is that an omen?
$58. 100. 125.
Following this one, as we approach the halfway point of this evening's action, it
60.
will be Martin Thomas back in action up against Rob Collins.
60. 180.
That's his third of the evening. Hit 2 in his 4-2 win over Jim Williams.
134.
And a 174.
161. 53. Mike, you require 124.
14 for the ball. Treble 14 leaves double 11.
102. Matt, you require 108.
Single 19 leaves double 16 for 2-0. Back-to-back 15 dart legs.
on the second
and
leg.
Back-to-back
Matt Dennan.
ton plus finishes for Matthew Dennan. This is some way to start the match. 114 finish in leg 1 for a 15 dart hold, a 180 and a 108 checkout for a 15 dart break of throw in leg 2.
$180. 100. 99. 60. 100. 58.
Down to 164 after 9. 3 big trebles needed to leave a finish for Warby. That's the kind of pressure he's being put under.
100.
Matt Dennan.
Matt, you require 164. 89. 140. Matt, you require 75.
Treble 17 for double 12. 18 now will leave tops.
55.
That's the first start at a double. He's
Matt, you
missed.
require 101.
Are we going to get a third ton plus finish in 3 legs? Treble 19 would have left 24.
54. Matt, you require 20. Game shown the third leg.
No mistake this
Matt
time
Dennan.
from Dennen, and it's a 16 dart hold to throw, and he does take a 3-0 lead. Well, Mike Warburton is going to have to find some of the numbers he produced in our second match of the night, where he averaged in excess of 100. He's averaging 92 at the moment.
140.
You'll have to hope Matt Dennan just comes off the top. He's averaging just under a ton at the moment.
121.
That was a unfortunate deflection, skewing the dart into the small one, catching the flight.
57.
Dennant's just not giving Warby any breathing space. I think the nod in the background sums up how Warby's feeling. Sometimes it's just the way it is, but
125.
that's unfortunate. Even a single 20 there would have left him a 164 finish.
$58.
What Warby did to Martin Thomas a little earlier, he's having done to himself here. At the moment, Dennant averaging 104.
99. Matt, you require
142 for the match.
142. $81. Mike, you require 80.
Dart at tops if he hits a 20, which he does.
Game shown the fourth leg. Mike Warburton.
And when given the opportunity, Warby finds the double, but it's only a hold of throw.
Fifth leg, it's Matt to throw first. Game on. $57.
Here's a chance for Warby. He's averaging 94.32 prior to this visit.
58.
Matt Dennan, 100.5.
$85. 100. 59. 100. 140.
much needed 140, but back comes Warby.
140.
Very
Matt, you
nearly
require 160.
his first 180 of the match. Another one of those leaves 32.
92. Mike, you require 103.
Treble 17 for double 16. There's the treble 17.
71.
Outstanding effort.
Matt,
When
you
that come out of his
require
hand,
68.
you would have felt like that was in. So Matt's going to get one match dart at double 16.
52. Mike, you require 32. Game show on the fifth leg.
Oh,
Mike
that will
Warburton.
hurt. Matty Dennan seeing that final dart go in. There's nothing worse as a player. Stood behind your opponent. You think you're going to get another chance, but Warby breaks throw. 3-2.
Sixth leg, it's Mike to throw first. Game on.
Closes the gap to just one. Dennant does have the insurance policy of
100.
having the darts in the decider.
$60. 60. 58. 58. 100.
283 apiece. The pressure is beginning to build.
100. 57.
The feeling of another seven-legger between the two. As I said, right at the top of this match, their previous two meetings
159.
went all the way as Warby finds the treble 13 off the two treble 20s to leave 24.
97. Mike, you require 24.
It's the third meeting between the two.
Game
Going
show
all
on
the way.
sixth leg.
There is your
Mike
answer.
Warburton.
Well, on both occasions, Warby was the winner full three. Can he make it 3 out of 3?
Seventh and final leg, it's Matt to throw first. Game on. $100.
Opening 3 legs went to Dennen in 15, 15 and 16. What a time to find your first max in the decider. The next 3 legs
40.
went to Warby in 15, 18 and 17. And he already has a 40-point lead plus these.
180.
Wow. Did this in the opening leg of his first match this evening.
58.
Hit the 7th treble 20,
Mike,
missed the
require
treble 19.
141.
So close.
57.
All about winning leg and match from here. He'll stay there. Leaves
133.
170.
Mike, you require 84.
140, of course, no good for Dennant there. Would have left a bogey 163. Will he get a go at the 170? Double 11 for Warby.
Game shot and the match.
And
Mike
produces
Warburton.
the best leg of the match. A 12 darter in the decider. And Warby does make it 3 wins out of 3 against Matthew Dennan. And all 3 of them going to a deciding leg. A very, very entertaining game indeed. An average of 95.05 for Mike Warburton. 5 140s, 2 180s, and they came in the last leg. Right, we're going to be straight back with Martin Thomas against Rob Collins. Good evening and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League, brought to you on Sporty Stuff TV for match number 5 out of 10 as we approach the halfway point, and it's Rob Collins up against Martin Thomas. It's their first meeting, incredibly, in the live league for these two. Have met on the Challenge Tour on one occasion this year, and it was a win for Martin Thomas, winning 5
Okay, first leg,
legs
it's Martin to throw
2.
first. Game on.
Martin averaged 94.14 to Rob Collins' 91.78.
$140.
Can Rob Collins make it a Welsh double? Defeated Jim Williams,
100.
of course, in his opening match this evening, match number 3.
$100. 60.
Martin Thomas went down 4-1 to a very, very impressive Mike Warburton in his opening match
100.
of the night. Warby averaged 101.65, 2 180s, 80% on the doubles and a high of 144. Martin Thomas not too shabby. He averaged 91.59.
85. Robbie require 161.
Warby currently topping the table at the halfway stage.
97. Martin, you require 157.
2 from 2. Can Rob Collins join him?
59. Robbie requires 64.
This is for a breaker throw. Did have a bit of double trouble in that match against Jim Williams. Missed 10 in total at doubles.
On the first leg.
No
Rob
such
Collins.
drama in leg 1, and that's a 15 dart breaker throw with the 64 checkout for Collins, 1-0.
Second leg, it's Rob to throw first. Game on. $60. $140.
Martin Thomas in the building trade himself, a bricklayer by trade.
58. $96. $100.
Martin Thomas won his first Challenge Tour this year.
171.
Ironically, beating a player he faced in the live league, beating Sean
100.
McDonald in the final.
Martin, you require 94.
Beat another Welshman and another live league player in the
54.
quarterfinals in Justin Smith.
$40. Martin, you require 40.
So tops for a 13 dart instant break back. 2 10s.
Game show on the second
Better.
leg.
That will make
Martin
him
Thomas.
feel a whole lot better. A 14 darter there for Martin Thomas. Levels things up and puts us back on throw.
Third leg, it's Martin to throw first. Game on. $100.
Over £32,000 in prize money now available over the
97.
4-week qualifying period and Champions Week.
81. 83. 125.
Don't forget to give us a follow if you do social media at Darts Live League on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter.
85.
Hey, and get in touch if you're a player that think you have the minerals and the ability to compete. Get in touch.
140.
We'd love to unearth a diamond
66. Martin, you require 55.
for back-to-back legs. And both in 14 darts, tops.
Game shot on the third leg.
14 dart breaker throw, followed by a 14 dart hold there for Martin Thomas. From 1-0 down, he finds himself 2-1 in front. Rob Collins on
Fourth
the
leg, it's
back
Rob
foot.
to throw first. Game on. $100. 140. 60.
Thomas has the darts here.
85.
He's basically a decent dart in front, but Collins eventually finds a trouble. Could do with another, gets one.
119.
Thomas only 54 adrift on the Collins throw.
140. 9.
Not the kind of 9
Martin, you require 130.
dart players like. Awkward to find the trouble here to leave double 18. His darts lie very flat.
60. 100. Martin, you
Not
require
been able
76.
to find enough big scores thus far. Rob Collins in this tie. Tops for 3-1.
Game shot on the fourth leg. Martin Thomas.
The doubles so far from Thomas have been outstanding. 3 from 4. Leads 3-1. Has the darts in leg 5 to win it.
Fifth leg, it's Martin to throw first. Game on.
Averaging 99 at the moment, Martin
55.
Thomas. Lost the opening leg. It was a 15 darter by Collins. And the response from Thomas, 14, 14 and 15.
180. 140.
Rob Collins, not the kind of player to roll over and have his belly tickled, that's for sure.
100. 58. 91.
Leaves the 130, courtesy of picking off that treble 17 with some class.
96. Robbie, require 130.
Treble 20, single 20, and the ball. That leaves double 5.
125. Martin, you require 152.
Double 16, what a way to win it.
120.
Oh, super effort.
Robbie, require 5. No score.
And he's missed the big one.
Martin, you require 32.
Won't be the first, and certainly won't be the last, but for 4-1.
Game shot
There it
and the
goes.
match. Martin
And
Thomas.
a very, very good run of legs from Martin Thomas after losing the opener. There's the average, 97.58 for Martin Thomas. 66.67% on the doubles. Very tidy, winning legs of 14, 14, 15 and 16. Up next, Jim Williams faces Mike Warburton. Good evening and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League brought to you on Sporty Stuff TV. Up next, match number 6, and it's Jim Williams against Mike Warburton in an all-Welsh affair. There is the table so far. Warby 2 from 2 and on top. Jim Williams, incredibly, yet to pick up a win. Played 2, lost 2, -3 on the leg difference. Long way to go, of course.
Okay,
We're
first leg
only
it's Jim to throw
halfway
first.
through tonight's
Game on.
session, and they will go again in reverse rubbers tomorrow evening. And by that time, we'll know our lineup for Saturday night's final.
140.
We'll be a step closer to having our first 3 players of 12 into Champions Week. We'll also find out who will take the biggest slice of the weekly 5K.
$85. $140.
I thought the odds were fairly generous for Warby against
60.
Matt Dennan a little earlier, as I mentioned there previous. And in this one, they went 8 to 15 about Jim, 11 to 8 about Warby, and the form he's in
45.
can't be ignored.
$140. $140. Jim, you require 76.
Determined to leave a double 18.
58.
Very nearly
Mike, you
justified.
require 76. $56. Jim, you require 18.
So $1 at tops for a breaker throw for Warby. And Jim split it, 2 for double 8.
Game shot in the first leg. Jim Williams.
Oh, I'd like another look at that. That was incredible. And here you go. We're not going to actually see it in its entirety. The dart that was in there,
Second leg, it's
blocking
Mike to throw
the route,
first. Game on.
is knocked out and found the double 8.
60.
A rare bit of good luck for Jim Williams so far this evening. As we had a look at the table, he's
137.
yet to pick up a win from 2 matches.
$81.
Incredibly, the amount of darts he's played under the BDO banner, they've never met
125.
in ranking or official competition play. Certainly not met previously on the live league. Know each other very
60.
well, of course.
97. $100. Jim, you require 142.
May go bull with Warby back on 200. Yep, because he can now use the 17 to leave tops and have 3 clear darts at a double when he returns. Good board management from Jim Williams.
$140. Jim, you require 40.
There was an 18 dart hold in leg 1 for Jim.
Game shot on the second leg.
Again,
Jim Williams.
Finding the double with his final dart. He has done that a few times tonight, and he's done it twice in this match. 2-0.
Third leg, it's Jim to throw first. Game on.
Leg 1, Warby ready to pounce on double 10. Did have 1 dart at tops, of course, to break throw. And then a fabulous 140 to leave 60.
140.
Only to see Williams, yet again, find the double with his final dart.
140. $60. $100. $100. $100. $97. Mike, you require 161.
Just needs something like this to kick himself into life in this match. 81 remaining. That's a beautiful setup. 24 left after 12 on the Williams throw. Trouble 20 for double 12. This would hurt.
80. Mike, you require 24.
Warby, despite being 2-0 down, is averaging 100, and that's a 13 dart breaker throw for Mike Warburton, and that gets him right back in the match.
Fourth leg, it's Mike to throw first. Game on. $85.
Rescued the situation there, finding the trouble 20 with his final dart.
$81. $99.
Matthew Dennan and Martin Thomas back in action in our next match. That will be followed by Warby against Rob Collins, Thomas against Williams,
100.
and Rob Collins against Matthew Dennan is our final match. You don't have to wait too long for your darts fix, as we're back at 9:30 a.m. tomorrow morning
140.
on the Online Darts YouTube channel.
$100. $85.
First sign of frustration from Jim Williams, and that will add to it. Took a terrible deflection.
40.
6 darts
Mike,
if
require
needed
92.
for Warby on 92. Treble 20, double 16 would be ideal. Single 16 will leave tops.
52. $60. Mike, you require 40. Game shot on the 4 flag. Mike
That's
Warburton.
a very solid 16 dart holder throw from Warburton to take this one level. 2-2. Jim Williams under pressure.
5th leg, it's Jim to throw first. Game on.
Holding a break in legs 1 and 2 for Williams. And a break and a
81.
hold from Mike Warburton in legs 3 and 4. Averages 89 Williams, 97.83 for Warburton.
140.
And that's a 6th 140 of the match for Mike Warburton, twice as many as Jim Williams.
$100. $100. $60. $60.
It's a fine 60, all 3 darts touching the treble 20 wire, but no reward.
$100. $41.
And that's tension.
Jim, you require 160.
First occasion I can think of this evening where I've seen Warby try and force the situation. He's going for treble 16.
96. Mike, you
Would have
require
left double 16.
160.
2 treble 20s and tops. Has a high finish tonight of 144. That's awkward. That's a fabulous adjustment.
120. Jim, you require 64.
Can't even begin to explain how good that second dart was. 2 darts at double 8.
$48.
Not this time.
Mike, you require 40.
3 consecutive legs.
Game shot on the 5th leg. Mike Warburton.
And now has the opportunity to serve this one out and pick up his 3rd consecutive win of the night.
Sig flag, it's Mike to throw first.
What a time
Game
to
on.
find a breaker throw. His average right now exactly 97. Best player of the night by some margin for me.
100.
Mike Warburton. Averages so far 101.65 in his opening match, 95.05 in his second match, and he's averaging 97, as I said, in this one. It's the first max.
140.
No, it's a 7th 140 though.
$100. 60. 140.
Super visit from Williams. He is scrapping here.
100. Jim, you require 124.
Single 14 leaves the ball.
$90. Mike, you require 101.
Our referee for the evening, young Owen Binks. Treble 19 would have left double 12.
49. Jim, you require 34.
So for the break back and to take us to a decider, 2 for double 16.
Game shown the sick flag.
Great bottle.
Jim Williams.
Couldn't afford to flicker on that final dart and didn't, and nudged it against the dart number 2 on the wire of double 16. It's a 15 dart breaker throw.
Jim to throw.
We are going to a decider.
Game on. $99. $100.
When he was in this position against Matthew Dennan a little earlier, he found back-to-back 180s and went out in 12 darts.
100.
Jim Williams has other ideas. 99 in front minus these.
134.
Looking at the treble 18 there.
98.
That wasn't a slip. Trying to score 138 or 132 to leave a finish. He's got to go back up.
96.
Oh, Warby, what have you done there? Single 20, of course, would have left 170. That is poor board management.
$43.
But maybe when it's your night, you get away with it.
60. Jim, you require 161.
Treble 20, treble 17, and the ball.
$100. Mike, you require 111.
Treble 17 will leave tops. One match start.
91. Jim, you require 61.
Has to go an 11 now to leave 50. Well, the first start definitely was in the ball that would have left an 11.
Mike, you require
the final
20.
dart was on the outside of the ball wire in the 25. So 2 10s for Warby to make it 3 out of 3 on top of the table.
Game shot and the match.
He did a Jim Williams.
Mike Warburton.
And left it to the last start. They both laugh. That was desperately unlucky. We're going to take another look at this. Yeah, you can see the little indentation. It caught the wire first and it took the impetus out of the dart. But there are the averages. Came down in the end there for Warby, but still a very, very respectable 93.75. No 180s in the match, but 11 140s between them. Right, we're going to be back after the break with Matthew Dennan against Martin Thomas. morning and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League as we approach the ungodly hour of 10 past midnight. Up next, Matt Dennan up against Martin Thomas. A quick table update just to confirm. Warby 3 from 3, tops the table by 4 points now. Matt Dennan has the opportunity, as does Martin Thomas, to close that gap to just 2 points. Jim Williams.
Hey, first leg, it's Matt to throw first.
A win this evening.
Game on.
A little unfortunate in that last one. They go 10 to 11. Matthew Dennan, 4 to 5 about Martin Thomas. I like Dennant here at 10 to 11. And what a way to start with a max.
58.
It's his 6th of the night. 2 in his opening match. 3 in that narrow 4-3 defeat
49
to Mike Warburton. Martin's hit 2 so far this evening, and that was in his second match, a 4-1 defeat to Warby. Three more matches to bring you after this one. Warby against Collins, Thomas against Williams, and Collins against Dennen. Another treble 19. Leaves 170.
33. Matt, you require 100.
Two of the highest finishes possible, and they've both been hit this week. Connor Wilkinson with the 170.
55.
Tony Newell with the 167 today.
$99. Matt, you require 112. Game shot on the first leg. Matt
has he been on the ton plus finishes? He started the night with a 114 in the opening leg of his match.
Second leg, it's Martin to throw first
against Jim Williams, and then took out 114 in leg 1 of his match against Mike Warburton.
100.
And a 112 there in the opening leg of his match against Thomas.
$140. $140.
Pace and tempo and rhythm of this match will suit both.
140. $180.
He liked that one. So did we. May come for treble 17.
57. Martin, you require 81.
Possible. Oh, I was going to say there was an 11 darter on. Double 16 for a 12.
49. Matt, you require 164. $84. Martin, you require 32. Game shot on the second leg. Martin Thomas.
15 darter in leg 1. And a holder throw for Dennant has been matched by Martin Thomas in leg 2.
Third leg, it's Matt to throw first. Game on. $180.
180 in every leg so far.
59. $100. 140. 140. 138.
Takes
Matt,
his
you
81
require
out. That'd
81.
be 3 legs in about 4 minutes. Well, he's done exactly the same as Martin Thomas did.
57.
He's recovered well to leave 24
Martin, you
after
require
12.
164.
2 treble 19s on ball. I like the old school way.
64.
Treble
Matt,
20,
you
treble
require
18.
24.
2 open targets. 1 you throw at 99% of the time. And I
Game
like the
shot in the
adjustment
third
to the
leg.
54.
Matt Dennan.
And that's a third consecutive 15 dart leg in this match. This is being played at some pace.
Fourth leg, it's Martin to throw first. Game on.
3 holds of throw, 3 180s, a ton plus finish, and 3 15 darters.
61.
Those players averaging 102.
59. 125. 60. 40.
2 treble visit here. We'll get Dennen right back in this leg.
96. 41.
Here's another opportunity.
140. 100. Matt, you require 146.
Again, trying to find the 2 treble 19s. Would have left
57.
32.
Martin, you require 134.
And he's been so good on the red bit. Double 16 for a 134.
Game
Wow,
shot on the
outstanding.
fourth leg.
Absolutely
Martin Thomas.
outstanding from Martin Thomas. Treble 20, treble 14, and double 16.
Fifth leg, it's Matt to throw first.
Broke the run of
Game
15 darters, but it's our second ton plus finish.
60. 140. 97.
Treble 20, and now elusive for Matt Dennan. No such trouble for Thomas.
100. 96.
On the verge here, Thomas.
100.
Overpitched.
100. Martin, you require 161. 93. Now you require 148.
Another one of those. Oh, would have left double 14.
87. Martin, you require 68.
Tops for our first break of throw and our fourth 15 darter.
48. Matt, you require 61. $45.
Clip the wire.
Martin, you require 20. Game shot on the fifth leg. Martin
Thomas does get our first break of throw. It comes in 17 darts. Matt Dennan made a bit of a mess of that towards the end of leg 5. Leg 6. Thomas has the darts and he can win it from here.
Game on.
Hold a throw away from getting a 4-2 win.
100. $140. $100. $180.
It's a third 180 in the match for Dennen.
140. $41. Martin, you require 161.
One, 3, 4 in leg 4 from Martin Thomas.
99.
Was most definitely
Matt, you require 140.
a game changer. Double 10.
120.
Again, on the wire of double 16 in the previous leg,
Martin,
and
you
on the
require
wire
62.
of double 10 in this leg. He's about, well, possibly could lose 4-2 and could have won 4-2. 44 left, a bit of Motown, full tops, only just in the 4.
Game shot on the
How
match.
often do we see
Martin
that?
Thomas.
A little bit unfortunate there. Matt Dennan wired the double 16, as I said, wired the double 10, had the higher average, 96.59, 95.56 for Thomas, a real high quality match. 4 180s in the match and 10 140s. Good game and a good win for Thomas. Right, up next, it's Mike Warburton against Rob Collins. Good morning and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League, brought to you on Sporty Stuff TV. Up next, match number 8 of 10, and it's Mike Warburton up against Rob Collins. Warby, 3 out of 3, tops the table. Martin Thomas there with a great win against Matt Dennan, closes the gap. Rob Collins also on 2 points.
Okay, first leg, it's Mike to throw first. Game on.
Warby, a lively 8 to 13 to win this one. 6 to 5 about Collins. He's just managing
60.
to find a way to win right now. Mike Warburton.
$100.
This is Warby's final game of the night. Up next, Thomas against Williams, and then Rob Collins against Dennant in our final match.
81.
Again, no previous between these two. However,
$85.
Dennant against Warby have met. They met in August in a Group B. Dennant winning
60.
both occasions by the same scoreline, 4-2. And you can get 4 to 5 about Dennant.
60. $60. $96. $100. Robbie require 160.
Rob Collins has won one and lost one tonight. Lost to Thomas 4-1.
80. Mike, you
A
require
4-3 win
140.
over Jim Williams.
$28. Robbie require 80.
Single 20 for tops.
Game shot on the first leg.
Finds
Rob
it
Collins.
and gets a break of throw at the earliest opportunity, and of course needed a break of throw in this match to win this one, as he was throwing second.
Second leg, it's Rob to throw first. Game on. $26. $100.
That's not how you want to start. The next leg after a break of throw is
100.
bed and breakfast, half a crown, whatever you want to call it.
$100. $60. $60. $57. 100.
3 tons and a 60 in the leg for Warby. Down to 141 after 12. Doesn't want to stay there.
96.
And again,
Mike, you
he's
require
just realised.
141.
Easily done at 12:30 in the morning.
137.
That's an interesting leave.
52. Mike, you require 4.
It's a great guide. 2 of them.
2. Rob, you
I
require 110.
didn't particularly like the leave. Tops.
70. Mike, you require 2. No score. Rob, you require 40. Game shot on the second leg. Rob Collins.
It's a 22 dart hold of throw for Rob Collins. He smiles. Warby will be fuming. That's the question. That 137 to leave 4. Didn't like it.
It's Mike to throw
That's
first.
why. 2-0.
Game on. $55.
Warby ran out of bullets.
$140. $140. $43. $100. $57. $59. $81. Mike, you require 147.
Should be treble 17.
131. $100. Mike, you require 16.
So to get 1 back.
Game shot on the third leg.
No mistake
Mike
on
Warburton.
the double this time for Warby. Finds the double 4, a 17 dart holder throw, and trails just by the 1 leg.
Fourth leg, it's Rob to throw first. Game on. $41. $134.
Great cover shooting from Warby. Is he getting a second wind?
80. $100.
service resumed.
$43. 58. 100. 59. 137. Mike, you require 150. 100.
Rob Collins.
Robbie
has
require
already
100.
done this once tonight in 2 darts. And it was a very similar dart, but the tops went in.
60. Mike, you require 50.
18 for double 16. For the break back to level things up at 2-2.
Game shot on the 4th leg.
And he
Mike
finds it.
Warburton.
So back-to-back legs for Warby to start this match, and the response from Warburton is 17 and 18 darts, a hold and a break, and
5th
we're
leg,
level
it's
and back
Mike
on
to
throw.
first. Game on.
Two darts missed at tops
140.
for a 3-1 lead for Rob Collins.
$134.
Looks to have instantly put that to the back of his mind.
180.
Warby is on a roll. It's not a pun if you understand about
81.
bread, of course. My attempt at a funny.
96.
Possible 11 dart leg here for Mike Warburton to make it 3 on the spin.
140. Mike, you require 85.
25 and ball.
$60.
Super effort.
Robbie require 146. 93. Mike, you require 25.
9 for double 8.
Game show on the 5th leg.
And last
Mike
darts him.
Warburton.
And you can see the response from Collins. Head in hands. And it is 3 consecutive legs for Warburton. And that one was a 15 darter.
6th leg, it's Rob to throw first. Game on. $93. 140. 140.
Next match is Martin Thomas versus Jim Williams. They met on a Champions Night.
59.
Jim Williams winning full 2, but it was nearly identical averages, both averaging a shade over 92. 4-1-8 is in the match for
58.
Martin Thomas, 2 for Jim Williams, and they go 5-6 each of 2. And it's difficult to disagree that Martin Thomas's form this evening is far superior to that of Jim
92.
Williams. May well be a little bit of value there on Martin Thomas at 5-6.
140.
Grafting hard here. Rob Collins, a good response. Still got it all to do, of course, because Mike Warburton has the darts in the
100.
decider.
Robbie requires 70.
If Collins can take out this 70, he's going to get 1 dart at tops.
50. Mike, you require 110.
Treble 18 for double 18.
54.
So Rob Collins with 3 darts in
Robbie
hand
required 20.
to take us to a decider.
Game shown the
Then it
sixth
goes.
leg. Rob Collins.
And that's a 16 dart hole to throw for Rob Collins. And we go to a 7th and deciding leg, and it's Warburton that has the darts.
7th and final leg, it's Mike to throw first. Game on. $140. 48. 100. 100. 43.
Little bit of an opening here. If Collins can find 2 big trebles, there's one of them.
140. 45.
That was due to having that bit of breathing space, and Collins taking it away with that 140. Treble 19 would be a beauty.
139.
That will do. No finish for Warby. He needs the treble 19.
99.
Well, locked.
Robbie
3-3.
requires 74.
74. Playing 74. There's the treble 18. Double 10 incoming. Double 5.
69.
Well, from absolutely nowhere,
Mike, you
Collins
require
has given himself
74.
2 match darts. 42-32. Treble 14. Well, it's going to be 13 ball now. Just make sure of the 13. Oh, he was brave. Once double 12.
24 left, yeah.
Collins thinks it's going in.
Game shot and the match.
And that's been
Mike
the
Warburton.
night for Warburton. No matter what he has faced, he has came through it. Averages not as good as they've been all night for Warby. 82.06, 86.09 for Collins. But Warby just finds a way to win, and he ends the evening unbeaten. 4 out of 4. Right, our penultimate game up next, an all Welsh tie as Martin Thomas faces Jim Williams. Welcome back to the Online Darts Live League, brought to you on Sporty Stuff TV. And up next, our penultimate match of this session. And it's Martin Thomas up against Jim Williams. Confirmation of Mike Warburton topping the table. And we'll go in to tomorrow night's, or tonight's, final 10 matches of this Group B on top of the table. 4 out of 4.
Okay, first leg, it's
points.
Martin to throw first. Game on. $140.
Martin Thomas winning 2 of his 3 matches so far. His only defeat coming at the hands of
60.
Mike Warburton. Jim Williams has lost 3 out of 3. 2 of them fall 3.
140.
The other one 4-2 in our opening match against Matthew Dennan.
$137.
Back-to-back 140s to kick this one off for Thomas. Played very, very well last time out against Matthew Dennan.
53.
Averaged 95.58. Last time out, Jim Williams averaged 86.76. The game before that, Thomas averaged 97.58. Jim Williams 88.73.
41.
The match before that, Thomas 91.59. Williams 88.91.
100.
So a significant difference in the numbers. Only met one occasion before in the live league, and as I've said, that was a 4-2 win for Jim, but both players averaged just over 92. Hence why I suggested the 5 to 6 about Thomas represented value. 5 to 6 each of 2.
48.
And I probably made Thomas a
Jimmy
1 to 2 favourite for this one. Ball for Jim for a 164.
Game
Wow.
shot on the first leg.
What a finish
Jim Williams.
from Jim Williams, and that's what he has in the locker. Well, we've had the 3 high finishes available this
Second
week.
leg, it's Jim to throw first.
The 170
Game
from
on.
Wilkinson, a 167 today from Tony Newell, and a 164 from Jim Williams. Beautiful finish.
60.
And done the proper way.
$100. $60. $60.
Just taken Thomas out of his stride, that 164, and rightly so. Just needs to regroup.
140. $121.
Jim Williams be fully aware that a win here would be massive. Remember, it's the top 3 that progress to Saturday's final from this group of 5.
96.
We can somehow find a win in this match. Still well in the mix tomorrow night.
41. Jimmy require 145.
Thomas has just capitulated on the back of that 164 from Jim Williams.
85. 134. Jim, you
Just in
require
case
60.
Williams can't take out 60. This is a piece of cake after taking out 164. Surely.
Game show on the second leg.
And
Jim
he
Williams.
does find the double top with his final dart. Unfortunately masked from our view, but Owen Binks confirming that the double was in.
Third leg, it's Martin to throw first. $98. $30. $100.
Despite being 2-0 down, Thomas has the superior average, 86 for Williams, 94 for Thomas. The important number
100.
is the fact that it's Williams who's 2-0 up. I don't understand the logic in this.
59.
He's looking at 133 to leave 170, but he's not going to go for it because there's absolutely nothing Williams can hit to leave a finish to force him to go for that 170. I think sometimes players can be
81.
guilty of overcomplicating an already difficult game.
140. $25. Martin, you require 104.
Tops.
64.
So close. Shook the wire.
$57. Martin, you require 40. Game shown the
No
third
mistake
leg.
this time.
Martin Thomas.
And it's a 16 dart holder throw for Martin Thomas. Closes the gap to 1. Jim Williams has the throw, of course, in
Jim
leg
to throw
4.
First. Game on. $140. $76. $85. $60. $60. $125. $59.
Needs another.
100. Jim, you require 157.
Trouble 20, trouble 19, and tops.
$45. Martin, you require 140.
Another one of those. leaves double 10.
120. Jim, you require 112.
Need a treble with one of those two darts to leave a double.
100. Martin, you require 20.
For a 16 dart breaker throw.
Game shown the
To
fourth
follow,
leg.
the 16
Martin
dart
Thomas.
hold in leg 3 levels things up. 2-2, game on, very much so now for Martin Thomas. He has the darts
Fifth leg,
in
it's
leg
Martin
5.
to throw first. $140. $180.
It's the first of the match.
97. $97. 81.
You can see the facial expression after that opening dart. He fancied filling it. Only scored another 21 points.
100.
Again, the last dart coming to the rescue for Jim Williams.
85. Jimmy require 124.
14 leaves the ball. Made sure of the 14.
99. Martin, you require 98.
Double 18.
62 scored, 36 left, yeah. 80. Jim, you require 25. $17. Martin, you require 18. Game shown the fifth leg.
Doesn't need
Martin
asking
Thomas.
twice. And he does hold throw and takes a 3-2 lead. Maximum of 2 legs remain. Jim Williams has to win them both.
Sixth leg, it's Jim to throw first.
You've got
Game on.
some insane odds on Jim Williams not winning a match this evening.
70. $180.
One apiece now in that column.
$100.
Well, one thing for sure, Jim Williams
59.
has not once waved the white flag this evening. He has grafted on every visit, just with no reward.
$96. $120.
Here's an example of that. Both in. Brilliant.
180. Martin, you require 142. $59. Jim, you require 55.
For a third match this evening, is Jim Williams going to be involved in another 7-legger?
15. Martin, you require 83.
Treble 17, double 16, 16 for the ball.
58. Jim, you
Audibly
require 40.
Close as it clips the wire of the ball.
Game shot on the 6th flag.
Yet again,
Jim Williams.
Williams leaving it late. It's a shame his name's not Lewis. I could call him Last Start Lewis. 3-3.
7th and final leg, it's Martin to throw first. Game on. $68.
One match start at the ball for Thomas, and it was a great effort. It clipped the ball wire.
$140.
Again, another example of the fighting qualities of Jim Williams.
83. $100.
Stolen the darts already after just 2 visits.
45.
Disastrous leg for Thomas. 196 points scored in 9 darts.
$140.
140, ton 140 for Williams.
100. Jim, you require 121. $97. $135. Jim, you require 24. $18. Martin, you
Thomas,
require
as you can see,
70.
the darts are in the top bucket. I was adding Williams's points onto the table.
30. Jim, you require 6. No score. Martin, you require 40. Game shot and the match.
Certainly don't
Martin
take any
Thomas.
pleasure in being right on that occasion. Have to feel for Jim tonight. There's the averages: 91.53 for Thomas, 83.92 for Williams. 3 from 16 on the doubles, 13 missed darts at doubles for Jim. And that was a match. He started with that wonderful 164. Okay, up next, our final match of the session. Rob Collins versus Matt Dennan. Welcome back to the Online Darts Live League for our final match of Group B this morning, and it features Rob Collins against Matt Dennan. A little bit of previous between the two. There's confirmation of that win for Martin Thomas, moving him into second spot where he will remain. Third meeting between the two in the live league. Previous two won by Matt Dennan by the same scoreline, 4-2.
Game on.
They go 10-11. Rob Collins, 4-5. Matt Dennan. Matt Dennant's been in good form this evening.
60.
How much left will they both have in the locker at this time of night stroke morning?
27.
As I said, can't ignore the form of Dennant he has shown in patches this evening.
96.
He has a far superior running average for the evening, far superior checkout stats, far superior in the 180 department.
97.
And is unbeaten against Collins.
84. $140.
As we've seen from Collins, he can be tenacious.
60. Robbie require 152. $36.
He's picked up just the one win this evening.
140.
Rob Collins,
Robbie
and that was against Jim Williams. Went down 4-1 to Martin Thomas.
100. Matthew requires
4-3
61.
to Warby. 8 to pinch one.
53. Robbie requires 16. Game shot on the first leg.
That's
Rob
19
Collins.
dart holder throw for Rob Collins. Gets this match, our final match of the night, underway. 1-0.
Second leg, it's Matt to throw first.
Matt
Game
Dennan
on.
started the night off with a 4-2 win over Jim Williams. And a 4-3 defeat to Warby.
180.
And a 4-2 defeat to Martin Thomas, where he averaged 96.59.
96.
Averaged 91.19 in defeat to Warby, 4-3. Averaged 91.22 in that win over Jim Williams.
140.
180 is followed by a 140. The averages for Collins, 83.42,
85.
86.42, and 86.09. We don't need to be a mathematician
40.
to work that out.
$83. Matt, you require 141.
Should be a 25 or maybe a 45.
95.
Choose to be his chosen route on the 61, as we've seen in the previous leg.
140. Matt, you
Collins
require
so
46.
good at finding that smallest of adjustments. That's a great guy.
Game shot on the second
And uses
leg.
it.
Matt
Matty
Dennan.
Dennan levels up in the blink of an eye. 1-1. Game on.
Third leg, it's Rob to throw first. Game on. $140. 100. 59.
I know one thing. Collins wouldn't be any good at poker.
96. 41. 39.
Not punished. Only 39. The reply from Dennant.
91.
Rob Collins chasing the big fish, the 170.
58. Robbie required 170. 45. 96. Robbie require 125.
Wants the ball.
94. Now you require
He
112.
goes that way because of his love of tops. If he'd have hit the treble 15, he would have gone tops, tops.
Game shot on the third leg.
That's one
Matt
way to
Dennan.
go out for 1-1-12. The first start there on the 20 was a complete blocker. So he's gone 54 for 38 and got the job
Fourth
done.
leg, it's Matt to throw first.
For those
Game
of
on.
you serious dart fans, you maybe remember back to the late 90s and Rod Harrington winning the match play.
134.
He went that way on the 125, 45 tops, tops.
60.
I remember that one particularly well because I should have been playing him in the final, but got done by Baxter in the semis.
57. 62. 100.
Picks out the corner and the final dart for a ton. Down to 210.
97. 100. 100. Matt, you require 110.
And no pressure. Collins not on a finish. Double 16 for 3-1.
Game shot on the fourth leg.
Back to back.
Matt Dennan.
15 dart legs for Matthew Dennan. And that's a super finish.
Fifth leg, it's Rob to throw first.
That's his fourth
Game
ton
on.
plus finish of the night.
$180.
First max of the match for Rob Collins, one apiece.
96.
Back to back.
180.
Not for the first time today or tonight.
77. Robbie require 141.
Come on then, Robbie.
9.
Well, he was on a 9 and he's hit 9.
123. Robbie require 132.
10 left. That leaves
92.
tops. Tidied up very nicely. Tops after 12.
95. Robbie require 40. Game shot on the fifth leg.
A very
Rob
solid
Collins.
13 dart leg. Wins Rob Collins leg 5. But it's Matt Dennan with the darts in leg 6. Can he close it out?
Sixth leg, it's Matt to throw first. Game on. $140. 140.
Great reply.
$180.
180, number 4 of this match, 2 apiece.
81. 137.
Super leg this from Dennen, 44 after just 9 darts thrown. Possible 11 darter
59.
to close the show.
You require 44.
Double 16.
Game shot and the match.
And that was
Matt
a
Dennan.
quality way to end that one. And Matty Dennan picks up another win, an average of 97.35. As I suggested, his level was just a little superior to that of Rob Collins this evening. And great finishing stats as well. 4 out of 7 and his 4th ton plus finish of the night. Right, we're going to be back tomorrow night on Sporty Stuff TV at 10 p.m. with the conclusion of this Group B. But before that, we're back at 9:30 a.m. on the Online Darts YouTube channel for the completion of Group C. Enjoy your Friday. We'll see you tomorrow night.